This is Supermonaman. My reaction to Naruto vs. Ichigo. That's now two of the greatest Shounen protagonist playing it. So let's see what this goes. Honestly, Naruto's gonna fucking win. I'm sorry. Ichigo stands not fucking chance. Well, I was the other way around. Naruto will probably stand no chance against Luffy, so let's just see where this is. Let's see how they handle it. Naruto's gonna win if I'm wrong. I don't know what to do if I'm wrong. I can't bullshit on this. She's Naruto loses. 3, 2, 1,
The Holy Shounen Trinity, the Big Three. Any longtime reader of Shounen Jump will recognize these, some of the biggest titles in manga and anime history.
And it's time for two of those Shounen heroes to throw down.
Naruto Uzumaki, ninja prodigy of the Hidden Leaf.
And Ichigo Kurosaki, the enormously powerful Soul Reaper from Bleach. He's whiz high boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Makes sense.
Konoha, the village hidden in the leaves, is a pretty quiet town.
Not what I'd expect for a city full of ninja. Still, there was at least one troublemaker among the bunch. The #1 knucklehead ninja, Naruto Uzumaki.
I'm home, everyone! Naruto Uzumaki has returned to the Hidden Leaf Village!
Orphaned at a young age and ostracized by his peers, Naruto may have been mischievous, but he had great aspirations. His goal was to become the town's Hokage,
Which is a fancy word for ninja governor.
the only way Naruto could reach such a prestigious position was to excel in ninja school.
Like Ninja Harry Potter.
Jesus.
So he should really find a place that'll teach him not to dress like a clown and run like a real human being.
Time
Does he
to
think
running.
he is, an airplane?
Not your
Actually, his posture likely decreases wind resistance, which could be beneficial when moving at superhuman speeds, where angular momentum is a small
it's actually
factor.
nice.
I remember when you were
Nice.
like that in middle school.
Usually, it's like
Hey, that was for research.
Sure, Wiz. Anyway, while Naruto wasn't the best student, he
I'll go
still
grab the
tried his
grass like
hardest
3
to reach his
times.
goal.
Jesus.
But
Oh,
first,
yeah,
he'd have to
I
learn how to control his
love
chakra.
In
Naruto.
Buddhism and Hinduism ideologies, chakras are, in simplistic
Everything
terms,
else
gates within the human body which
Sorry,
can be open to achieve enlightenment. But the ninja in Naruto's world had a
all
slightly
5
different
styles.
interpretation.
I'll say, they weaponized it. Naruto can use chakra for all sorts of flashy
Giant
attacks.
fucking
He
roar.
can heal himself, seal monsters away, walk up walls, or even stand on water like a ninja Jesus.
He's
Yeah.
learned a number of chakra techniques, jutsus,
Gesundheit.
and even
Yes,
developed a
please.
few new ones of his own.
Naruto's basically Ninja Jesus. Naruto's basically Ninja
His
Jesus.
signature move is the Shadow Clone Jutsu.
So
Where
the
he can
second
copy and paste himself
second
over
pretty
and
much
over and over again.
Unlike the standard clone technique, Shadow Clones are tangible with their own combat capabilities.
She's hard to get
By
jutsu.
dividing his chakra
So
between
just
himself
go-
and his
go-
clones, it's
okay.
nearly impossible to distinguish
Correct.
the real Naruto from the fakes.
And he can get pretty tricky when he makes thousands of them.
I've
But
experienced
when
this
strategies can't save the day, he can always just beat his
pretty much,
opponents
yeah.
down with the
That's his main.
Rasengan.
By spinning chakra in his hands,
strategy,
Naruto creates
as he
a
always
compact ball of
said,
energy which
figures
can
out
blast through
use-
solid
use-
stone. While the
Choice
Rasengan
use
usually
his
takes years to learn,
characters.
Naruto figured it out after training for
3
just
days.
over a week.
I would
He's invented more Rasengans than Willy Wonka
That's
has
just
invented candy.
Jesus.
But his
Basically,
top
Naruto
pick is the
and
Rasen Shuriken.
Naruto
By combining
and
the Rasengan with
if
the
you're
element
most
of
of
wind, he
their own
uses it to
series
turn
of
a spinning ball into a spinning blade. This baby
That's
can
what makes
trap
it
you in a
easy
vortex of wind so
and, like,
sharp, it'll
and
mess you up at
loosely
cellular
and-
level.
Naruto has plenty of other techniques up his orange sleeves, including summoning, substitution, and transformation
I
jutsu.
got to.
He can even transform
Different
into
from
a naked woman.
For some reason.
Looks like he's been
Jesus.
studying. I guess that's one plus side to not having parents. You don't need to worry about anyone walking in on you.
While most
Wow.
individuals
Wow,
have
most
chakra,
people.
everyone has a limit. The more physical and spiritual energy one possesses, the more
Very
chakra
rough,
they'll
yeah.
have at their disposal.
Just like the gas tank from a chainsaw.
Thanks to his heritage,
Wow.
Naruto already has a great deal of chakra. Even still, he has far more than he reasonably should, all thanks to the beast within.
Yeah, he's got a monster in his stomach.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's
Yeah.
backtrack a few years. On the day of Naruto's birth, his village was attacked by a chakra beast known as the Nine-Tailed
That monster's
Fox.
great.
A monster
Great.
so destructive, a mere swing of its tails could level a
Okay,
mountain.
animation was something
In
that's well,
desperation,
I
the
can't
Hokage
remember.
at the time sacrificed
Sure,
himself to
animation.
split the Nine Tails in two, sealing one half within his own son, Naruto.
So his first ever birthday gift to his son was a giant pet fox that can destroy cities? I
Kind
wish
of,
he was
yeah.
my dad.
Eventually, Naruto discovered how to communicate with the Nine Tails.
They didn't get along at first. Foxy
Of
would
course
threaten
not.
to eat Naruto. Naruto would whack him over the head with a big shrine gate, you know,
Wow.
typical roommate drama.
Jesus.
Still, they eventually became friends, and Naruto
There
learned
is
the
a,
fox's
like,
name
that's probably
was
cool things
Kurama.
on later.
Afterward,
Naruto,
Kurama
like, that's
willingly
okay.
shared his chakra with Naruto on a regular basis.
My
And as a being
has
composed
your
of
emotions,
chakra,
energy,
Kurama's reserves are
soul,
gigantic.
With so much power at his
gigantic
fingertips,
nuke
Naruto can
power
enter a
as
bunch of
like
different
the
super
power
moves.
of nuke size
First up is
fingertips.
Sage Mode, which sounds like something he'd learned from an old wise
There he
man
goes.
wizard, right?
Okay.
Nope, he learned it from a frog.
This state
Pretty much, yeah.
increases all of Naruto's physical abilities. Furthermore, Sage
There he
Mode allows
goes.
Naruto to
Sorry,
perceive the entire area
see the
around
heart
him
strike.
and tap into
That makes
naturally occurring
sense.
energy via Senjutsu.
Dude,
He can
Which
enhance
is
his
crazy,
chakra
yeah.
attacks by adding natural energy, but if he's not careful, he'll turn into a frog. No, I'm
Pretty much,
not
yeah.
kidding.
With Kurama's chakra, Naruto can enter multiple tailed beast forms, which drastically increases
Nine
physical
beast
prowess and
forms.
energy output.
Best of
Twin
which is the
Sage Sounds.
Nine-Tails chakra
yeah,
mode.
pretty much, yeah.
Flame on! It got even better when he befriended Mr. Fox, upgrading to the stronger, faster, tougher Kurama chakra mode.
Yeah,
Chakra
this is
mode
like
grants Naruto extra protection, a sense
so
of negative
fucking
emotions,
OP, man.
and the ability
so
to
fucking
create
OP,
additional
man.
chakra arms.
I'll pay
Whoa, that's a lot of
OP,
hands.
please, Nerf.
Gotta wonder what kind of things he does.
See if you want to create at least 9 chakras.
Overwhelming
That's
attacks, extra
shit,
maneuverability,
Jesus.
creating Rasen shurikens, the works.
Yeah,
That's
that's
fucking
not what I was.
shit.
Creepy tiny head.
He can also
Jesus.
shroud himself in a nine-tails-sized avatar and use Kurama's ultimate attack, the Tailed Beast Bomb. So destructive, it can level a mountain
Crazy.
range.
30
And
times.
for his final
I
form,
told
it's
the
spoiler
kids,
time.
Jesus.
Pay attention, cause yeah. All of this chakra stuff started with an alien named Kaguya, who ate a fruit which basically created chakra. Later, she got all murder happy, so her son stopped her. One of these sons, the Sage of Six Paths, had his own son named Ashura, and Naruto is a reincarnation of him.
What?
So yeah.
That's
Naruto's
fucking
kind of an
dumb.
alien.
Through
That's
this
fucking
connection,
dumb.
Naruto was gifted
That's
the most
so
divine
fucking
form
dumb.
of energy,
Fuck
Six
you.
Paths chakra.
That's dumb.
With it, he can
Fuck
enter
that.
Six Paths Sage
I'm
Mode.
sorry,
His
I
strength gets
hate that
boosted even
shit.
more. He can fly, and he can use
Another
truth-seeking
moon?
balls,
The fuck?
which are orbs of chakra that can transform into weapons and destroy
Nothing
anything they
to
touch.
He can
strong
combine all these
power.
forms and
The
further add
redemption
natural
sucks
energy
off
to his
the
Kurama
fucking
avatar to
awesome.
form Six Paths Ashura Kurama Sage Mode. Whew.
Good God, that's a confusing amount of forms.
Honestly, he's a
Anyway,
true player in my
Naruto's also
mind.
an expert in
Fucking-
hand-to-hand combat.
If you
He
go
could
what?
run faster
The
than the
fucking
eye could
fan
see
comic
when he
on
was
video
just 12
by
years
Matt
old.
Wilson.
He's dodged a lightning speed punch from the fourth
It's
Raikage,
really
a feat
like it's
considered
his
comparable
own
to his father.
Cannon or something. That's like
He even dodged this light-speed loogie.
According to the
Wow.
fourth data book, this
That's
lightning
light
attack
speed.
does indeed move at light speed,
Okay, now he's
over
gonna.
670 million miles per hour.
He's
Jesus.
tough enough to
That's
survive.
that's
instead,
very fast.
have his soul ripped out, or get smacked in the face
Jesus.
with a beam that can slice the frickin' moon apart.
Jesus Christ. Still fan moon. Are you fucking kidding me?
He's fought
That's
multiple
bullshit.
tailed beasts at once, lifted a
It's
statue
really
weighing
fast,
several
really
hundred tons,
strong,
survived a fall from the
really
clouds,
hard to
gone
hit.
toe-to-toe
Very
with
hard to
invisible
hit.
limbo
Fair
shadows,
enough, fair
and
enough.
pulverized 6 falling meteorites simultaneously. His chakra is so tough, he can power through Amaterasu, a fire jutsu with flames so strong they burn other flames.
He could even
Yeah,
make
this
new
is- this
eyeballs
is
for
fucked.
blind people. What's up with that?
Are you
Oh,
fucking
and in
kidding me?
his final fight with rival and possibly closet boyfriend Sasuke,
Jesus
their
Christ, what is
opposing
that?
power was so great they obliterated miles upon miles of land,
Jesus
changing the
Christ.
weather and disintegrating a lake.
That's fucking
Only then,
insane.
after defeating
Holy
Sasuke,
fuck.
saving the world from Kaguya, and reuniting the split halves of Kurama, Naruto finally achieved his dream and
That's
became
insane.
Hokage.
That's
But
so.
it's still pretty
It's
dumb.
really
I
super
mean,
dumb.
he named his son
Awesome.
Burrito.
Boruto.
Boruto.
Yeah, close enough.
Ah,
I'm not gonna run away. Never go back on my word. That's my
everything
ninja.
I'm thinking I'm skipping up. So the filler in the first series is Skirt fighting.
Shinigami. It may sound like a foreign word to some, but you all know what it is.
Gods
The
of Death.
God, the Grim Reaper of Souls.
And a 17-year-old ginger with a badass
Yeah, I
sword.
figured out I was
Ichigo
on next time.
Kurosaki
Death
seemed
Note
like a pretty
and-
normal kid growing up, doing well in school and learning martial arts from his father.
Yeah, his
Except
father's
there was
crazy.
one
He's
little
deadly.
oddity. He could see
He's
ghosts.
Oh, it's like the kid from The Sixth Sense.
Oh, Jesus. So you actually,
One day, when he was 9 years old and walking home with his mother,
a fucking
young Ichigo noticed what he thought was a girl about to fall into a river.
He ran over to rescue her
He's
like
like
the
a
brave
rat,
little
so-
kid he was.
Except it
He was-
wasn't really a girl at all. It was a hollow, a monster spawned from an abandoned human soul, and it promptly killed his mother.
Bummer. Reminds
Yeah,
me
it's
of
fine.
how I lost my poor mama Boomstick.
The fuck?
She always
Okay,
means
Boomstick.
that goes to the barn.
Right. Well, Ichigo remained ignorant
Yeah.
of the truth until years later, when he met a woman named Rukia, who held the illustrious job title of Shinigami, or Soul Reaper, a guardian of the dead
Shinigami
who keeps balance in the
translates
universe by helping
most.
those who have passed move on to the
Ah,
afterlife.
I mean, it's fair enough.
Otherwise, they turn into violent
It sounds
hollows.
really cool.
And if you show up late to work and it doesn't work out, the Soul Reaper can always cut hollows down with their awesome swords.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like Samurai Ghostbusters. Anyway, the two of them got into a bond.
Gosh,
and
dude,
Rukia had to
I
share
don't know
some
anything from
power with
Bleach.
Ichigo.
It's
Turns
like,
out he was a
up to
surprise Soul Reaper all
and
along.
sounds like, let's see,
When accessing his Shinigami power, Ichigo leaves his
Oh,
physical
that's
body
awesome.
for a new one made up of
Second
Reishi,
stone.
or spiritual
It's
matter,
stone.
which makes him
And
invisible
it's
to anyone in the
stone.
living world, despite still being physically present.
Okay, sure.
And his new powers make him super deadly. He can
Oh,
move
yeah.
with blinding speed.
He's so awesome.
Through giant
You
monsters
know, he's
with
got
ease,
moves. You know,
survive
he's throwing
being
some
punched through
moves.
whole city
in my
blocks,
opinion.
and even fly through the air.
It's more accurate to say he walks through the air, using naturally occurring reishi as
He's
footholds.
so really
But let's
awesome.
get to the dicey part of his getup. That awesome sword. It's a Zanpakuto, a blade connected
God,
to
that,
its owner's
that
soul.
he's sure is so
May
cool.
look like an oversized steak knife, but it's a Soul Reaper's best friend.
Every Shinigami possesses a Zanpakuto spirit
Actually,
within themselves, which manifests
actually,
as
that's-
their sword.
how-
Ichigo's is called Zangetsu. Well, both of them.
Two sources.
Oh, here we go.
Quincy
Strap in, 'cause
Heritage.
this shit's
This
about
is
to
part
get
Quincy,
crazy.
part Hollow.
Ichigo actually has two different Zanpakuto spirits, drawn from his weird and confusing heritage.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Alright, so long story short, Ichigo's a Soul Reaper because his dad is too. But he's also part Quincy, which is a human with Reishi powers, because that's what his mom was.
He's a lot of
But
Quincy
he's
fuck.
also part Hollow, because his
Oh,
mom was possessed
so he's
by
not
a
really
Hollow
human.
called White, and White got passed on to him when he was born. Oh, and he's also part Fullbringer, but nobody cares
It's
about
weird,
Fullbringer.
yeah.
One of Ichigo's inner spirits is a manifestation
Tech-
of his Quincy side
technically
inherited from
so.
his mother,
It's
while the
part
other is a
human, too.
fusion of his Shinigami power and the Hollow. Unfortunately, Shinigami and Quincy go together like oil and water.
While trying to find a balance between these two sides,
Hollow needs to go.
Ichigo learned plenty of neat techniques, like his bread and butter attack, the Getsuga Tensho.
Dude, this fucking, I mean, it's fucking like family
By
lines.
concentrating his
Fuck.
Reiatsu, or spiritual pressure, through his sword, Ichigo can
I
launch
can't
a
believe part
massive
Quincy,
slashing
too.
attack.
Call it like it is, Wiz. It's a sword beam. And Ichigo
Exactly.
can charge it up, fire
Quincy,
from up
too.
close, or even blast two of
Oh,
them at
that
once.
was
From his
since I was
Quincy
in
side,
the
Ichigo has used Blutvina, a temporary defense which grants inhuman durability. From his Shinigami
Not
training,
enough.
he developed exceptional sword skills
Not
and
enough.
learned Shunpo, or
I'm
Flash
sorry.
Step, which greatly enhances his speed.
But there's one
It's not-
really
it's not
big
like
deal
you.
we haven't talked
You didn't
about
say
yet.
it, so it's not like
Over
Still
the
not
course
enough.
of his career
Still not
battling
enough.
hollows and protecting his friends,
Still not enough.
Ichigo has
And
attained
health
many,
station or gone.
many different
Not good
superpower
work.
forms, starting with the base Shinigami form, Shikai. Despite essentially being Ichigo's base,
Feels
this
too
long
long.
is strong enough to
Those-
block an attack from
Come
the
on, kind of
sword,
rough.
said to have power equal to 1 million Zanpakuto.
The next step was Bankai. Normally it takes 10 years to reach this form, but Ichigo did it in just 2 days.
Yeah,
Like a
which is
boss.
fucking insane.
When using Bankai, one's
Oh,
power
that's
can
a-
grow anywhere from
okay,
5
sorry.
to 10 times greater. And according to the official databook, while in Bankai, Ichigo moves like lightning.
Wait,
Not
why
like
does his
Shin.
sword shrink when he goes Bankai?
Yep,
Shouldn't
that's
it be
where you go,
bigger
there's
since
the-
he's stronger?
Technically, yes, but Ichigo can control its size to keep it more manageable. If Shinigami couldn't minimize their blades, some would have swords the size of skyscrapers.
Jesus
Awesome!
Christ.
Anyway,
Gun.
the Hollow inside wanted a piece of the action too, so Ichigo gained a new power boost with a spoopy Hollow mask. This form is strong enough to lift 5 iron pillars, each weighing nearly 100 tons.
That's for
Though if he's
Naruto.
not careful, the Hollow can take control of his body, sending him
No,
into a
that's
violent
just
berserker
bizarre.
state commonly referred to as Vastolorde. Despite the lack of consciousness, Vastolorde Ichigo could heal quickly and was strong
I know
enough
this
to
one.
overcome Fiora, who's powerful enough to nuke a city.
After some quality
Not
training
enough,
with
my
his dad,
friend.
Ichigo got a sort of second Bankai, which most people call Dangai Ichigo. In this form, he shattered mountains without even trying. He broke through the Black Coffin attack, which distorts time and space. Which
I
sounds like
don't
a
say
lot
it's
of
for
hope.
Naruto.
Right after
Naruto's
that,
your
he
man, I'm
survived
sorry.
a shot so friggin' big, the explosion could be seen for miles.
Naruto's like that.
By comparing this
Outside
crater
more
to
than
those left by real-life bomb tests, I'd estimate the attack to have a maximum explosive yield of 814
I think
kilotons
Naruto's
of
actually
TNT.
harder.
That's
I think
like
Naruto's
Ichigo
harder.
surviving 54 little boys to the face.
Jesus.
No. I meant the bomb from
Oh,
1945. Not the, oh,
Jesus.
Well, try as those little boys might, all it did to
What
Ichigo was
goddamn
burn his arm, and he didn't even care. This guy isn't the type to give up.
For his ultimate attack, Dangai Ichigo literally becomes the Getsuga Tensho itself. I know that's confusing, but just roll with
Done.
it. To summon
It's
the
done.
incredibly
That's
powerful
Naruto. It's
Mugetsu.
anime done.
Which busted
It's
up
always
one
gonna
of the
be
biggest
interesting.
baddies
Very
in the whole
interesting.
series. But it also sacrificed all of Ichigo's powers.
I
Well,
guess
that
that
was a
makes
deal,
sense.
but
Naruto.
17 months later, he managed to get them back with Fullbringer powers, which enhanced his physical abilities. But then he lost those too.
It's worth noting that while in Fullbring Shikai, his normal sword swings were as strong as his old Getsuga Tensho.
But he still didn't give up. After training with some top-tier Soul Reapers and eating some food which gave him Super Reiatsu, the
Somehow.
moment came. In the most epic quenching of all time, an entire sea disintegrated to form his new true Shikai.
Jesus
Complete
Christ, what the
with
fuck?
not one, but 2 Zangetsu swords.
Finally balancing the Shinigami, the Hollow, and the Quincy within, Ichigo had reached his full potential. He tamed his Vastolorde form, merging it with his Quincy side.
Oh my
this
God,
form,
that's
he
so
could combine his
He's
Getsuga
like,
Tensho
don't think
with
it's
one of the
stronger than you.
strongest
I
hollow
don't think
attacks,
it's for
the
Naruto.
Grand
I'm
Ray
sorry.
Sarah.
He also
It's
made
for
a trip
Naruto.
that normally takes a week in only 9 hours and 15 minutes.
Jesus.
And last
That's
but not
not
least, he
Naruto's
achieved a
fault.
brand new
Naruto
level of
sees
Bankai.
how you
Which was immediately crushed by
it's
some old
stronger.
dude who planned to destroy the
Naruto's
universe named
faster, which is supposed to be
What?
like, so,
What? Ewok?
It's probably inspired by the Hebrew name for God, Yahweh, and the katakana ends
Yawak.
with a sharp ka sound, so...
Yawak.
Yawak?
Yeah, what you
Yawak.
gonna do? Well, we
Jesus.
can assume this Bankai works similar to his
I'm
own,
surprised I get
increasing his
Fuck
physical
you.
speed and strength along with his
I got
Reiatsu
you.
tenfold.
Okay.
Even without his Bankai, he still cut Mustache Man to shreds.
And then he lived happily ever after.
Yeah, okay.
Until his kid became a Soul Reaper.
Yeah, what'd he name
Of
him?
course he did.
Ichigo?
What? No, it's Kazui.
Ah,
Yeah.
I might have got it mixed up with the other.
At least-
Enchilada Kid.
At least,
close enough.
we just slightly
Now
better
Ichigo
than
could assign a substitute soul reaper.
Naruto.
I'm combining my
In that
powerful
sense.
spirit energy with this blade in order to protect my friends.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's
Dude,
end this debate once and for all.
But first, did you
I
know
think-
Naruto and
I
Ichigo
think
are
Bleach-
named after food?
Yeah, I think
Maybe you can
I
find
think
him in your
Bleach
next book.
sounds like it
Blue
makes
Apron.
much more sense than Naruto. Fuck you. I probably would enjoy that.
Interesting. Always said that nothing in life is better
It's
than
having
good food and making
done
something
again.
with your own two
Yeah,
hands.
it's sort of
And
having
Blue Apron
things.
is both
It
those
wasn't
things
so
combined.
unfortunately.
Blue Apron is the #1 fresh ingredient in restaurant.
Sounds like a ranch like
Country.
Bleach. I
All
would
ingredients
enjoy
arrive right to your door,
fucking
guaranteed fresh and ready to cook.
Naruto or
It's
something.
better than eating
Oh, yeah,
fast food.
fucking
Plus, it's affordable.
so
Blue
salty.
Apron is less than $10 per person per meal.
Choose from a variety of recipes and get
Well,
the meal
for- you're both
delivered to you.
basically
The ingredients are
anime.
perfectly proportioned and the instructions are easy to follow. I mean, even Boomstick can do it.
Hey, watch it or
Damn.
you're not getting any of the next meal I make when it arrives.
Well, then I'll make the crispy wild Alaskan pollock and garlic mashed potatoes with roasted broccoli and tartar sauce myself. And
Damn.
if you're worried about variety, don't
Just
bother.
fuck Boomstick.
Recipes are not repeated within the year, so you'll never get bored. Check out this week's menu and get $30 off your first order with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/.
Yeah.
You You'll
Once
love
again,
how good
I was gonna say, Blue Apron sounds great.
incredible home cooked meals
You're
from Blue Apron.
saying that you need a
That's
lot.
blueapron.com/channel.
Blue Apron, a better way to cook. But right now, it's
Time for a death battle! Let's do this shit. Okay, so you're gonna see. So this goes. Try to work on this.
What's that energy? Is that a hollow?
No.
I sense a presence.
Jeez, okay.
Naruto, wake up.
So that's why I didn't touch the hell really used to go.
Whoa, he's invisible!
Use faster, I'm just sensitive.
Good.
Sort of sensitive version. The animation version is so good. It's not running fast enough to try sensitive.
Keep moving. I'll direct you.
Security concern. Shotgun, bitch. Not good enough yet. Alright, not yet.
See you.
Dude. Is this the stage we're already in? No. Similar. We're used to get fussed with that. We start off the news.
Not bad, but I'm still gonna beat your ass.
These up. I guess 60 speed.
Give me a freaking break.
Now where's straight you lost?
Is that the best you can do?
You gotta win somehow. I don't believe that. That's tie curtains to say. So you really win? Nope, the Kurama's too strong for that bitch. You release the Kurama completely. Now this is a human. You've lost. You lost this fight. There he goes. That fucking stick. Damn. What a great rodent. Damn, just situation. He's like flat. It's like a file flash. Damn. That person I go
Even
straight
without
to.
his powers,
What else?
Ichigo never
The
gave
fuck?
up. What a badass.
He
Sorry,
appeared
Blitz
in
fans. I know you all really wanted to win,
fucking
but
this.
unfortunately, this wasn't
That's the worst place.
Naruto had better
They
training,
noticed
a
the first
broader
second.
arsenal, and a better
That's
healing
not
factor.
wrong.
And Ichigo's invisible ghost body didn't really matter.
Shinigami may be invisible, but they're still present in the physical
I
realm,
know
and
if
can be
he
touched
said
by
that.
normal people. Kurama can locate individuals by simply sensing their emotions, and Naruto's even seen his own soul before.
And with Six Path's
Pretty
power,
much,
he could
yeah.
see and fight Madara's limbo clones, even though they were on a totally separate plane of existence.
Also, keep in
Kinda
mind
rough
that while
sounds
chakra
like
and
no,
reishi
yeah.
have fairly different uses, they
Are
both
you gonna
contain
do notes like this from
spiritual
now on?
energy.
Let's
That is
talk
very
speed.
nice.
Naruto
Nice,
can
nice.
dodge light speed attacks
Nice,
and can
actually.
move faster than lightning. A lightning bolt's return
Yeah,
stroke
yeah.
is 220 million
That's what
miles
it's like
per hour,
for me.
about
Another
1/3 the speed of
high
light.
speed.
Ichigo has also displayed lightning fast speeds, and even greater.
Near the end of the series, Ichigo took a trip that should
What's
have
not
taken
fast?
7 days, but instead took 9 hours and 15 minutes.
It's likely Garigi here was referencing his accomplice's speed. Like Ichibe, who can knock his foes 2,440 miles away
So
and
how does
appear
that
next
fix
to
that
him in
mean?
a second. You Kawachi guy beat him by going
I would
twice
say
as
that.
fast, so we'll
That's,
use
I
that
think
as
that's what I'll say.
Ichigo's limit.
Let's
With
just
that, we
see
can get the
that.
trip's
I
total
don't
distance
think
and
this
conclude
is
Ichigo's top speed is 319
It's
million
like
miles
not.
per hour. That's
It's
massively hypersonic,
like
but
next,
not quite
next
like
one's
speed.
like
Still, there's a difference between travel speed and reaction speed. As
Or
Naruto
me one of
so,
that since it's
comparing them
Zoro's,
directly, Ichigo's best reaction
next
should
one
clock
after
in at around
like,
970 million
word
miles
for
per hour,
word.
40% faster than light speed, and Naruto's reaction time. Alright, point for Ichigo.
Speed alone wasn't enough, especially since Naruto's Sage powers gave
Naruto's
him
stronger.
improved field awareness,
Because
making
I was
it
right about
difficult for
Naruto.
Ichigo to land a fatal blow.
If
That's
he
why
could
I
even
couldn't
land
trust him.
something fatal at all.
Ichigo has always
That's
had a
right
tough
about
time damaging foes who have stronger spiritual energy than him. With that said, let's compare his Ryatsu to Naruto's chakra.
Bad news is, across both of them, the only multiplier we know for sure is Ichigo's times 10 Bankai. The times 10 is difficult to achieve, but for Ichigo's sake, let's assume he gets the maximum possible boost from every
It's not far
transformation.
enough.
His other forms likely don't boost his stats this much. For example, when he used his Hollow Mask to barely overpower an Arencar, the situation and its results were similar to his then comparable Shinigami friends releasing their limiters, which gave each of them a boost of times 5. However, let's give the benefit of the doubt and apply the maximum times 10 increase to all
even
of
with
the
the maximum,
forms that
it doesn't
clearly
matter.
increased his
Doesn't
fighting
matter.
potential,
Even
as
with the
well as
maximum.
stack them even though many forms were in separate unconnected power sets.
For the sake of argument, we're deliberately overestimating Ichigo's power. You'll see why.
So here's our formula. But where do we start? Okay, Bankai Ichigo with his Hollow Mask was on par with Ukiyora's first transformation, correct?
Well, nearly.
Ukiyora states his new form can destroy the city of Las Noches in the hollow world of
Fair enough.
What's that, like Mexican hell?
Well,
Yeah, kind
there
of.
is a wall.
Ha-ha!
Wow.
Las Noches is square in shape and takes 3 days to walk from one corner to a gate in the center of the wall. So it has a total area of 200,000 square
Nice
miles.
mass race.
It's
Nice
bigger than
mass
California,
race.
and
Jesus.
destroying it in one go needs over 400,000 megatons of
Oh,
TNT.
So, plug
I
that
think
into the
Naruto's-
formula, and
Naruto's
there you have
stronger.
it. Ichigo's Ryatsu is equal to over
Naruto's slightly
440
stronger.
billion megatons of TNT.
Thankfully, Naruto's chakra level is much easier to figure out.
His chakra was
Slightly
once
strong-
extracted and
stronger,
burst a
okay,
hole
is
through
it-
the hollow
how
moon.
close is
He
it?
survived the explosion,
How
and it
close
was
is it,
explicitly
though?
said that this was nearly all of his chakra.
Most of his chakra has been siphoned off.
By measuring the aftermath from both sides, we found the blast to equal at least 480
Slightly
billion
stronger.
megatons of
Not
TNT,
that much stronger.
40
They're
billion
very
more
close.
than Ichigo.
And
They
don't
were
forget,
very
we were
close.
deliberately
Ah,
overestimating him.
they were
Also, this
very
was base form Naruto,
They were
not
very
including
close
any
in
increases
strength.
from additional
Naruto-
modes, which
Naruto
allowed him to
really
block
was
an attack
very
that cut
fairly
the moon in
done.
half.
I
A
like
force
that.
had to be over 27
Jesus.
trillion megatons. This proves
That's
Naruto can both
that's
outrun
fucking-
and
that's
survive a
fucking
blast stronger
shit.
than Ichigo is capable of.
If you're thinking, wait, Boomstick, Ichigo survived a black hole in a box. That move doesn't really work like a black hole.
Plus,
Yeah.
the 814
That makes
kiloton
sense.
Prager blast did hurt him immediately after, so it must have been weaker than that.
But
Yeah.
Wiz, weren't Kaguya and Waka Waka Planet Busters? Don't they scale to them?
Nope. Kaguya's planet-busting attack required chakra from nearly the entire Earth's population, not just her own. And while Yuok's power was pretty OP, he couldn't destroy the world through his own destructive capability. He only planned to manipulate the delicate balance between life and death by stopping the flow of souls. Like a plate spinning on a stick. If one side gets too heavy, the whole thing comes crashing
Fair
down.
enough.
To sum it up, Ichigo had the speed, they both had the guts, and Naruto had the strength, durability, training, and abilities for days.
Fair enough.
Naruto
I
sure
see.
got the Shounen jump on Ichigo.
God damn it.
The winner
Stick
is
on.
Naruto
Great fun
Uzumaki.
though. I thought that was a very good fun. Let's see who's
Stick around,
next.
we're about to announce the combatants for the
Yeah,
next
Naruto.
And if you want to watch exclusive commentary on this episode, click that little box over there and start a first membership trial.
Fair
Try to
enough.
grab one of these shirts too.
Yeah, because they got really good. Almost fun. That's what they got really good. Where's it? Excuse me. Batman Beyond versus Spider-Man. Oh shit. That's kind of a rematch. Oh fuck. Right. Spider-Man 2099, maybe? I'm not fucking sure though. That was a great definitely. Actually, I mean, I can't repeat it. That's not the first thing I'm working on, honestly. I cannot wait. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. and you can find and message me on Twitter. And you can find and support me on Patreon, both of which can be found in the links in the description. And finally, for my outro, from my favorite anime reviewer, Jetsu Otaku, sayonara, bye bye.